Did you know that some of the world's most successful people failed countless number of times before they actually succeeded? I'm actually talking about people like Thomas Edison, who actually is known for inventing light bulbs, who actually failed more than 10,000 times before he actually succeeded. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter series, who faced rejection from 12 different publishers before he finally got accepted. Since then until now, she has sold more than 500 million copies of her books and become one of the best-selling authors of all time. Michael Jordan, who actually regarded as one of the best basketball players of all time, who was cut off from high school basketball team. Despite of his setback, he continued to work on his skills and eventually went to win 6 NBA championships. Colonel Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken, was rejected by over 1,000 restaurants before finally finding success with his fried chicken recipe. He was 65 years old when he finally opened the first KFC restaurant. Oprah Winfrey actually faced numerous challenges in her career, including being fired from the first television job and being told that she was not fit for television. Despite this, she persevered and eventually became one of the most successful, influential talk show hosts in history. All these people have one thing in common. They all succeeded despite of them coming across failure. Well, in this video, we will explore the surprising truth of how failure can actually be turned to a key to success. Join me so that you can find out through uncovering the lessons that you will learn from this video. Failure is simply inability to achieve the desired goals. Failure can occur during various aspects in life, such as personal relationship, education, career, business, and many others. The causes of failure can vary depending on the context, but some of the common factors that contribute to failure actually include: number 1, lack of preparation. When an individual fails to prepare adequately for the task or a goal, they may lack necessary knowledge, skills, or resources to achieve success. Since you fail to prepare, then that it means that you're preparing to fail. The second reason as to why people actually fail, it's actually due to the lack of focus. When an individual fails to focus on their goals, they may become distressed and lose motivation, which actually lead to poor results. The third reason as to why people actually fail is actually because of poor decision making. Making poor decisions can actually lead to failure, especially high pressure or complex situations where a wrong choice can have significant consequences. The fourth reason as to why people actually fail, this is actually because of inadequate communication. Failure to communicate effectively with other people who have actually managed to achieve the goal that you intend to achieve can actually lead to misunderstanding, conflict, and ultimate failure. The effects of failure can be significant and can vary depending on the context and severity of failure. Some of the effects of failure may include: number 1, loss of confidence. When an individual fails, they may experience loss of confidence in their abilities or capacity to succeed in life. The second effect that actually emerged due to failing, it's actually because of negative emotions. Failure can trigger negative emotions such as disappointment, frustration, anger, or even depression, which actually brings about a negative impact in your life when these conditions persist for a long time in your life. The third effect that actually emerges after coming across failure, it's the damage of reputation. Failure can actually damage your reputation of an individual or even an organization. Hence, they end up losing the trust and the love from other people. The fourth effect that actually emerges due to failure, it is missed opportunities. Failure can make an individual or even organization to prevent them from reaching their goals. Now listen, these are lessons that I actually found out after years of trying to figure out how the people that I mentioned above succeeded. Despite coming across failure in your life, it is very important to note that failure is very valuable, since one can actually learn from the experience on how to grow and improve on that particular area in the future. This is possible if you reflect back on the causes and effects of failure, and you will be able to identify the mistakes and make necessary changes. Hence, it will enable you to move forward with greater knowledge and resilience. At first, you need to shift your mindset and be willing to embrace challenges, such that you will actually see failure as a stepping stone to success and not an obstacle. So here are the following steps you can take in order to change failure into success. The first step to take in order to change failure from an obstacle into success is actually reframing failure. Instead of seeing failure as something that is negative or a reflection of your abilities, see it as an opportunity to learn something new. Every time you fail, you have a chance to gain new insight, learn from what does not work, and try again a new approach. The second step to take in order to turn failure from an obstacle into a stepping stone to success, it's actually focusing on your efforts. Instead of concentrating on the results, just simply focus on the effort that you put in. If you give it all your efforts and still don't get any results that you wanted, be proud, since you made an effort of trying rather than failing to try. You need to know that failure is a natural part of learning process, and it's effort that actually counts whether you are going to succeed or not. The third step to take in order to turn failure from obstacle to become a stepping stone to success, it's actually embrace a growth mindset. A growth mindset means that your abilities can develop through hard work, dedication, and perseverance. This means that failure is not a reflection of your fixed abilities, but rather a temporary setback that can be overcome through effort and persistence. The fourth step to take in order to turn failure from an obstacle to a stepping stone to success is that learn from your mistakes. Take the time to reflect on what went wrong and why. Ask yourself what you could have done differently and what you can do better next time. This way, you can avoid making the same mistake in the future and improve the chances of success. The fifth step in order to make failure to turn from an obstacle to become a stepping stone to success is actually taking actions. Once you have learned from your mistakes, then go ahead and take actions and try again. Use the insight you gained from your failure to improve your approach and increase the chances of success. Remember that everyone fails at some point in life, and it's how you respond to failure that actually matter the most. By reframing failure, focusing on your efforts, embracing a growth mindset, learning from your mistakes, and taking action, you can turn failure into an opportunity to succeed. We have actually come up to the end of the video. In case you're new in this channel, then consider subscribing. And in case you actually gained a lot in this video, then don't forget to show the gratitude by clicking the like button. As for now, goodbye.